ส Hello! Oh my god, why am I so small? Okay, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that. Okay. Hello everybody! Welcome back to the Great Ace the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I really hope I didn't forget to turn on my mic. Okay, I see the light. And at last, oh my god, I can't sing. It's just too early in the morning. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for coming. Thank you. Have you eaten any breakfast yet? Please don't forget to eat breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. I had bagels. I had cheese bagels. And it's so good. Okay, we'll continue this. It's the adventure of the unspeakable story. Let's see. I think we can only go for parts of it today. It's usually very, very long.
It's coming! Sholmes's cry pierced through the thick wall of fog around us. Wisps of vapor flowed over the pistols I cocked it, and I waited breathlessly in the stillness. The silence lasted for what seemed an eternity, until, at last, it appeared. From the shadows of the cloud, an enormous beast sprang out upon us. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a smoldering glare. The whole of its ox-sized body was outlined in white-hot flames. Its rumbling pant and hideous howl, so terrified was I that I began to tremble with fear. "Look well, Wilson," Sholmes declared, gazing upon the mystical beast. "For this is the diabolical hound of the Baskervilles."
Our first 2 months in London passed by in a flash. At least they're okay. Like, after, 2 days in Britain, in that disconcerting courtroom experience we were first thrown into on the day we arrived in the country, and in Soseki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there then came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court. Which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. That is, until it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. How can their life be, how can their life be peaceful? They won against the Reaper. I mean, people would know about it. Oh my god. I think... Okay. Wait. Let me go grab some tissue paper. I think there's crumbs on my face that I don't know what to do with it. Okay. Okay. Okay, 15th April, 9:13 a.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Ooh. That morning, I was woken by the unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy. But after he'd gone, Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Susato-san? Yes! It's time to leave for court already? Let me see. What case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh, no, of course not. How silly of me. But I think Iris said that she would make us breakfast this morning. So, shall we go down to Mr. Shon's suite? Yes! Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. She does, doesn't she? And once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form. Let me see, what case is it today? Here we go again. The telegram. So, what was it about? The telegram that was delivered this morning. Oh, a telegram? I don't know what you're talking about! Sorry, but you're not going to get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing interesting, boring in fact. It was just a boring old telegram. That's 3 times now that she's tried and failed to convince me it was nothing. I promise that I'll tell you about it at some point. What? Alright, I understand. Soseki-san. I suppose Soseki-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? Yes, I should think so. He left immediately after the terrible ordeal. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away. A fortnight ago, we had that very long telegram from him, do you remember? Complaining of seasickness. But by and large, it seems the voyage has been going well. Is something wrong, Naruto-san? I was just wondering what might have become of Soseki-san had he stayed in London, that's all. You mean as regards Lord Van Zieks, the Reaper? Yes, I can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled into insignificance in that case. The Reaper. What is it they say that no one who stands in the dock can be saved from a Reaper, right? Like the way that nightmarish trial ended on the very day we arrived in London. Then, even 2 months on, the cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. Yes, but at least Soseki-san is safely out of the country now. Presumably that means that the curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the city of London, perhaps? Even if that's the case, it's a little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. If the legend of Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields a sword of justice himself. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to this past 2 months. Surely not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants. No, I don't think so. Apparently Lord Van Zieks hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter. Oh? Yes, since Soseki-san's trial, he's withdrawn from judicial service again, it seems. Really? Just like before, when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. So, it's just been me who had faced him in this recent spate of trials then. Ugh, just my luck. I wonder if luck doesn't come to it. Sorry, what was that? Oh, nothing, never mind. Okay, let's examine. I I've only been here in London for about 2 months, so my desk is starting to look a little messy already. You could tidy up once in a while, Susato-san, I always say. Making a mess is a small sacrifice you pay for being able to further your studies. And time spent studying up is time you can't devote to the same cause. And time spent on ridiculous arguments is time that could be better spent on some simple housework. She wins, but I'm supposed to be the lawyer. Daruma! The Daruma doll I brought with me from home, still with only one eye colored in. I said I'd color the other eye once I won my first court case here in Britain, but you have won, haven't you? Twice, in fact. Because I feel as though I'm still lacking as a lawyer. I tell you what. Why did you color the other eye in once you think I'm a proper, fully fleshed lawyer? If you insist. Okay, I can feel that. It's spring at last, and the weather is warmer now. But I love the smell of the fire and the steam rising from the kettle. Oh, would you like some tea, Naruto-san? Thank you, Susato-san, but I'm alright for now. With the green tea Susato-san makes me from time to time and Iris' unique herbal infusions, this place is paradise for a true tea lover. Green tea is such a wonderful accompaniment to British tea cakes, don't you think? I have no clue how people can feel or can taste or can tell that tea is delicious. Because for me, it's just leaves in boiling hot water. That spade has been in here since we started renting the place. Oh, that's not a spade, Naruto-san. It's a shovel. Oh! No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade. No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel. I don't want to dig a hole for myself, so let's leave it. Ooh, green tea. So this is a tea set that Susato-san brought with her from Japan. Let's hope she hasn't noticed me slipping sugar and milk into my cup when she makes it. It's just so bitter. Tea is a drink to be enjoyed, Naruto-san. You really don't have to force yourself to drink it, you know. I don't like to see you screw up your face so. Do you know I've never seen inside your room there, Susato-san? I've never even puked inside. I should think so too. A young man private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know. Whatever you say, young maid. Anything else? Ah, this must be the telegram. Let's see. Ah! No, you mustn't look at that. Not under any circumstances. Alright, I won't. I'm sorry, Naruto-san, but you can be very mischievous at times. Then put the telegram away if you don't want people looking at it. Anything else? Yeah. We were rather lucky to find an old aquarium left behind. The prawns we put in there are doing rather well, and the anemones too. It's a wonderful invention, isn't it? The sea behind glass inside your room. Another example of Great Britain's greatness. Having to clean it out and change the water isn't so great though, is it? Well, I haven't a clue. Go downstairs for breakfast. April, Shom Swede. Morning, Bruno. Morning, Susie. Good morning, Iris. Iris? What is it, Bruno? What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled. Ah, yes, you noticed that, did you? Hurley isn't in the best form this morning, it seems. Oh no. Hello? Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Good morning. A good morning to die, perhaps. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before. My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Damn this Blanche assistance! That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me, if it's not too much trouble. Meow. They have cats. Oh, it's Oseki-san's cat. Oh, look, it's Wagahai. Good morning, boy. Aww. There must be some sort of tiny door for cats to use. But how do you get there? Well then, everyone, time for breakfast. Oh, wonderful. Let me help you, Iris. It would indeed be a fine day to die. I knew someone looked different. Something's missing from Mrs. Sholmes' dance. What is happening? You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What's happened? It used to be the case that in my hands, this violin sung like the dawn chorus. Its melatonin tones would make flowers bloom. It would? But now the muses aren't amused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? For hours I have bowed, for days even. Through the night I have endeavored to no avail. That sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone, gone forever! No more recital of unbridled emotion. Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Hurley? Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they bestow genius on a man, the next they unmercifully withdraw. Oh dear. Ah, why is it happening to me? If you take the turn I have for the violin for me, what is left for pity's sake? What is left? Deduction, perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for? Hello! Welcome, welcome! Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but... Hello, welcome! Your desk looks rather empty today. Well done, Mr. Sato. Your observational skills do you credit. Oh no, Mr. Sholmes, they pale into insignificance when compared to yours. You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you? You mean Hurley's great analytical? That's at Windy Banks now. Sorry? It's at a Windy Bank? No, Windy Banks. The pawnbrokery. Pawn? What? You mean you've pawned that enormous machine of yours? It has some considerable value, see, quite undeservingly. But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you had consulted us if your situation had become so desperate. I should have gladly passed that little income I have to you. Dear madam, things are far from desperate. But the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate? Making use of a pawnbrokery is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you. It is? It doesn't sound ordinary at all. I'll be lurking. Sure! Thank you so much. It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbroking works. Oh! What's your understand exactly? What did you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbroking work? To the people of London, pawnbrokeries are akin to banks. Banks? On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to their pawnbroker of choice. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week. And then on Saturdays, they go to recover their things using the money they've earned. I had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson for us. Everyone does it, you see, especially people in inner London. And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise. Oh, how ingenious! So whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it at Windybanks, you see? A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault. Who would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain? Of course, you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley? What does it matter? The world is dead to me now. Why? What is wrong? Okay, I will examine everything. I will talk to Iris first. Wakahai! Mitsunasume's cat seems to have settled into his new home better. Oh, yes, and I've become very attached to little Waggy. It would appear his previous owner is completely forgotten to him. Cats are unfeeling creatures. Their muse as empty as hearts of the muses. If Mr. Natsume had no intention of taking Waggy back to Japan, I wonder why he kept him in the first place. Aww, Waggy is so adorable. I expect he would have taken him anyway if he could. But pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships and experience. And for good reason, terrible things can happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed. Well, I don't mind because Waggy is adorable. Yes, he really is. Oh yes, what about the door? I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where did that come from? Oh, you notice? You are observant, Runo. Look, I used this! It's my latest invention. What? What is that? I call it the cat flapperman. Gosh, a machine for making doors just for cats? That's right, it can be the cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds. And it can do it in any door at all, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see. Wouldn't it have been quicker just to make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make the cat flap? Well, yes, maybe, but now we can make cat flaps anywhere, like... Oh, I think that's wonderful. You must make one for us in the doorbell office upstairs, Iris. She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl. Hee hee hee. Oh, what was that? Wagahai? What? What was that? Oh no! Wagahai is tangled up in your violin! I think he thinks it's a toy. No! What's he doing to it? Oh dear, Mr. Show's precious violin. Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised if the cat is a more accomplished musician than I now. Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he? Well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives. Shall I, Hurley? Out of the cat's reach, if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. Aww, okay. Just Wagahai, okay. It looks like that huge metal chest is being used as a table for tea and coffee. It seems very sturdy with an equally sturdy lock. Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't go around opening things. I always have to keep an eye on you, don't I? You're very mischievous. How did you come to that conclusion? The fire is burning comfortingly in the grate again today. It's a very different feeling to a Japanese hibachi somehow. Oh, look at that photographic print of a lady displayed on the mantelpiece. Could it be? Yes, it must be. It's a woman. Oh, how exciting. Is that supposed to mean something to me? What? The woman? What the heck? What woman? These are the mementos of Mr. Shom's past cases, I think. If he'd been involved in my case, I wonder if the beefsteak from La Carnival would be on display here. A mystery shoe, a curious hammer, some mysterious dancing men, a bust of Napoleon. Ah, what an entrancing collection. It looks like an untidy assortment of junk to me, rather like what's on my own shelves. Well, you really ought to learn to keep your things in order, Mr. Naruhodo. Hello, good morning! Good morning, good morning. No favoritism there at all. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Let's see if we have already. There's all sorts on these shelves. Chemistry apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. It's all heaped up so high I can help feeling that the whole lot is going to topple any moment. Oh, it's such a charmingly untidy collection of paraphernalia. Oh my god, I haven't been using this word for a long time. Paraphernalia, isn't it? It just looks messy to me, like my desk. But you, Mr. Naruhodo, must learn to tidy up after yourself. No favoritism there, then. Okay. Anything else? Ooh, looks nice. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Iris doing much writing recently, but there is paper already set up in the typewriter. Look as if she's about to start. That reminds me, when I mentioned that Iris was in the process of writing a full-fledged novel, Mr. Natsume was most impressed. Ah, yes, Mr. Natsume. That's what I'll be doing too once I'm back in Japan, he said, through tightly clenched fists and teeth. That's a charming little white shelf and full of charming little bottles too. But the contents of them aren't quite so charming, it seems. Science is future, Mr. Naruhodo, you can't deny it. I'm saving my money so I can buy some chemistry apparatus as well. Law, chemistry, takedown throws, what diverse skills you boast, Mr. Sato. As useful as they are, I'm not sure that my throwing skills are worthy of conclusion in that list. It is, though. This is where Iris notes down ideas, isn't it? Let's see, what does it say today? Ah, the Boscombe Valley Mystery. Ooh, how intriguing. It must be the title of Iris's latest work. Oh my, I wonder what fantastic tale awaits us. Susato-san looks like an angel, but I bet she's dreaming of the most unsavory crime you could imagine. Well, it can be like that. Iris's beautiful tea set is there on the table as usual. A cup of one of her special herbal blends always helps me to relax when I'm feeling the strain. The English pastime of tea has many similarities with our own tea ceremony customs, don't you think? It's the idea of hospitality behind it. That's the essence of tea. Anything else? I've been waking up early a lot. Look at Mr. Shome's decks. It's completely clear. Isn't that enormous machine usually on it? We can never hope to understand what goes on in the great detective's mind, Mr. Naruhodo. Why, next time we're invited, we may find he's vacated an entire suite. That's scarily plausible, actually. Yeah, true. I think we are done with it. Yeah, except for the violin. Okay, let's go. So this is a violin, is it? It's a Stradivarius, one of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier, Antonio Stradivari. Oh, I see. It doesn't really look like anything special to me. I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. How honorable of you. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I've made. I ask you, is there a reason to live in a world devoid of music to tolerate this blank assistance? No! There is none! Okay. Mr. Sholmes? What, dear madam? What? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine. Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think? What do you mean, Miss Susato? Oh, Susie's right! Yes, the tone of the wood is completely different. And that's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before. Wait, it's not even the right size, is it? What's this? I'm terribly sorry to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all. Then what? I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola. Viola. What? Oh, Mr. Sholmes, are you alright? You're right. You're quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. So what? Pray is this piece of stringed flotsam. Not your faithful performing partner, then. Ooh, it's Viola. I see what must have happened. You do, Iris? This is just a simple mix-up. It sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what happened if we ask her. No, I want to talk to Iris. What a reaction. Yeah, it is. What did you mean by a mix-up, Iris? Well, you see, this viola, I mean, was at Windy Banks until last week. At the pawnbrokers? Not Mr. Shome's beloved musical partner. There is a proverb from the East. With each you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let a beloved child travel. Yes, indeed. So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth? Oh, what a wonderful idea! Last week, I pawned my great analytoscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it would appear Mr. Windybank mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of the piece of timber. No, but your very sense was deceived by the fact that it did have strings. Pshaw, a fine state of affairs this is, and why always say, Mr. Naruto, never trust a pawnbroker. They will try to fiddle you every time. But earlier you told us that you could think of a pawnbrokery as an extremely secure vault. Come, Mr. Naruto, dilly-dallying will get you nowhere. Sorry? Crunching your toes with that vacant aspect, pressing your coffee so obtusely. Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct considering the urgency with which we are faced? We must visit Mr. Windybank's brokery at once. That's right, isn't it, Mrs. Jones? Precisely, Mrs. Sato, without a moment's delay. But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to press your egg ever more obtusely. All right, say no more. Let's go then. Don't worry, Bruno. I'll be happy to heat it up for you again later. Oh, thank you, Iris. As it happens, I'm rather curious to see what a British pawnbrokers looks like. Ooh, okay. Let's go to the Baker Street first. The graphic looks so smooth. Yeah, it is. Oh, shit. Look at all the different things in the window of this shop. Ah, that's Windybank's, the pawnbroker. It looks much smarter than the pawnbrokers in Japan, doesn't it? Yes, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable, personally. It reminds me of cheerfully parting with my favorite fountain pen. I felt so miserable. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, Mr. Naruto. Well, you can say that. Oh, and that's us. It's already been 2 months since we started taking lodgings here above Mr. Shum's office. I still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this. Oh, I know! To actually be sharing accommodation with the world's greatest detective. If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have not one regret. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'll be happy to defend you, of course. Okay, I think that's it. 15th April, Windy Bank's pawnbrokery. So this is a British pawnbrokery. Oh my! There are all sorts of tools and contraptions in there I've never laid eyes on before. Ah, Susato-san. And that spark of wonder in your eyes, I can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this. Oh yes, I don't know why, but seeing such a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill to me. My dear fellows, let us not forget why we're here. Oh, Mrs. Shows. We're calling on matters of business, not pleasure. And clearly Mr. Shows means Mrs. too, judging from the spark of fury in his eyes. Ah, Mrs. Shows, sir, welcome back. Did you hear that brazen welcome? Well, yes, we're potential customers after all. We're disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruto, and it's time to inform Mr. Windybank of our ire. Come, the fight is afoot. Naturally, you recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. Second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windybank. The color of the wood is different, it has holes in it, it's not even the same size. A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes. I'm so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me. An inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There is only one way to make amends. What? What? I shall to take my own life! What? I don't think that'll be necessary, do you? If I may just say one thing before I pop off. Yes? It was you, Sir Mr. Shoes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry? As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, here it is. You did? And when I turned to controvert you had taken the viola and left. It's you. However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble and grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me. No! Stop, my dear fellow. The fault is mine. Phew. It would appear that the fight is over. Thought he gonna run for it. Yeah, I thought so too. Thought he was gonna yeet! I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windybank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Herlock Sholmes without that questionable disposition now, would you? Haha, I do believe you may be right, sir. Wahaha! It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I need to remind you of the peculiar collection of items you've brought through my door in the past. Oh? Peculiar items? In the extreme, madam, for example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work, the novels of Herlock Sholmes or some such. Oh my, a new full-fledged novel? And unpublished? A story I've yet to read, you mean? Forgive me! Wait, before you die, you must tell me more. Unpublished story. I must know more. Tell me everything. Wow, so Sato-san is really fired up now. Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day the gentleman here brought in an old metal chest, you see. I should like to entrust this to your care for a while, Mr. Windybank. For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir. Not a farthing more. Not a farthing more. It houses some of very great value indeed. The latest manuscript, recounting the adventures of one Mr. Sherlock Holmes. I beg your pardon, a manuscript? You wish to deposit a manuscript? Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here. And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom. Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this? I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue the story to store my belongings securely. Of course, sir, of course. They're safe and sound with me, I assure you, on my life. This is all very strange. Yeah, it is strange. I wonder, could I ask you something? A gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, a sable suit. I suppose I could offer you 6 pence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull. Sorry? Aha! But for your splendid attire, madam, 5 guineas, no less. The colors are exquisite, the design exotic, Eastern artistry is its finest, may I say. Oh my, 5 guineas, you say? How interesting. Why do we feel as though I've suffered sort of defeat here? Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokeries are used rather like banks here in London. Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishments as you described. I appraise their items and offer them a proportionate loan in 2 months of secure storage. If in that time they would pay the original sum to me plus agreed interest, their items are happily returned. But what happens if they don't pay you the money? Then the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see in the shelves behind me. So you never sell items before the 2 months has passed. That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is for me to end it all. Yeah, it must be really short on money. Right. The very idea, Mr. Windybank, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually, says the man who was telling us all it was a good day to die only this morning. And let us not forget that I have already helped you to take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs. Oh, what sort of measures? I engineered a simple device, which Mr. Windybank has installed here in this shop. I call it the red-handed recorder. Is that not so, Mr. Windybank? What was that deep sigh about? Red-handed recorder. What on earth is a red-handed recorder? Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are 2 just below the ceiling. What? I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed a camera, furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Ooh, so it's a security camera. Here I have an example I can show you. Oh, hence the red-handed. Okay. I can see why they call the red-handed thing now. Yes, a print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop counter. I developed a special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image even in darkness. Really? That's extraordinary. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it. Look. So you see, were someone to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed. But Did you not say the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as you say, my dear man. Then what if the incident were to occur in between times? One could only say, that'll be a cruel twist of fate. I must confess your devices have been giving me some cause of distress of late. I beg your pardon, Mr. Windybank. Surely they're anything but distressing. Reassuring as it were. It's a cause of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not one but 2 cameras in my shop after all. Which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cause of the film will break me before I'm very much older. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbroker, you know? My dear fellows, we verge on an age where safety and security come at a price. Oh, heaven help us. Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. Ah, the very thing. Thank you, Mr. Windybank. Perhaps this might mark the end of the peculiar items you tried to pop, huh? Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer. I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt. Fear not. Sorry? I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed. That's not really what I meant. Good day to you then, Mr. Windybank. It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes. Okay. So, Mr. Naruto, now we can explore at last. Finally. Look at that enormous ledger open on the counter there. Mr. Windybank is, if nothing else, very particular about recording the items he accepts. He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself into all sorts of troubles. Which might explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger. This revolver here. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, Mr. Windybank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with a speed belying this portly size. Oh, you don't mean he... Blow his brains out? Indeed. In recompense for his blunder. Oh my. But in any case, of course, we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it? Oh well. There's so many things to look at. Look at this! What could this lovely big shiny box be? That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country? Yeah, that's irresponsible. So much. Oh my, yes, but I've certainly never seen one so large before. Shall we listen a while? Ah, what a sublime sound. It's like the music of angels. I've never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is of the larger variety commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There is a metal disc inside on which a note to be played or recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. My goodness, what a simply delightful machine. Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course. Ha! Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace. Okay. What an assortment of things there are on these shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks, and watches. Almost anything you care to imagine. Those are for faded items, offered for sale by the pawnbroker. What does that really mean, though? When you pawn, or colloquially pop, an item, the broker loans you the money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which a loan must be repaid. If not, he's free to display in his shop for sale at a price of his choosing. Oh yes, now you've explained it, I'm noticing little price tags on everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. My treasured university uniform? Never. It embodies my student spirit. What should I do? Okay. It's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th April, today's date. It's the last day of Thai New Year. Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear up the front page to reveal the following day's date. The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Windybank. And who was it who walked out of here with the wrong violin before? Well, when the agreed storage period had passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date is some of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say. Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job. I see. Look at this! Whatever could it be used for? I have no idea. There's a small catch there. Look. We're going to open it, aren't we? Oh my, that's amazing! It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism, which we'll never manage to put back the way it was before. What are you two doing? What? Us? Nothing! No, nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. Now what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does? It seems to have two little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you're looking at is a stereoscope. A stereoscope? Fascinating! It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself. Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me a moment while I just have a look. Just before you do, there's something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you would need to be cross-eyed. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. Alright then, I'm going to try it. Ah! Mr. Naruto, you must see! At once! Oh, alright then. So I need to be cross-eyed, like I'm trying to look at my own nose. What the? I don't believe it! It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many facts. They're often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them. Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic? It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day. Oh, you don't know either. What? Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair, you know it. The article is barely worth a penny, miss. I cannot offer more. I feel like I've heard that accent before. Sounds like there's an argument brewing over by the counter. Come on, that can't be right. Have you even had probably butchered at it? I've seen all I need to see, young girl. Yep, I knew it. Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh yes, it's a young lady from Mr. McGill's trial 2 months ago. Her name is Janelle Strait, my lord. She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. That's what's commonly called a pickpocket. Gordon Bennett, you lot! Hello, Miss Restraint. I hope you've been well. Hey, what? You remember me then, do you? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what are you doing in it? Down and out like the rest of us, nothing to eat, coming pop to black weasels, or a coat to have it. What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? Ah, good day, unless I'm much mistaken. You'd be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ah, Mrs. Sholmes! So, you have some value to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article and I shall negotiate with Mr. Windybank on your behalf. Hold the other one, I don't need no help from someone stuck up to you. Get out of my business, go on, or I'll make the trouble for you. As you wish, Miss Restraint. I will happily remove myself from your presence. He's really done it. He's gone. I'm sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation. What is that thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc? And you! Go on! Leave me alone! Oh, Mrs. Strait, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest. Susan can really stand her ground when she wants to. Whatever. Okay, let's see. Pawnbroker's customer. Somehow, I didn't really think you were the sort of person who'd use a pawnbroker, Mrs. Strait. Yeah, well, I am, alright. I'm a Londoner just like everyone else. That's a problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even launder. Probably got it on a dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see it written all over your Chevy Chase. Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines. You're not going to deny, Mr. Naruto. Alright then, I'm just going to come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people? Well, I don't know how best to answer that, really. Suppose, sometimes. You're not going to deny it either, Miss Lestrade. Miss Lestrade. But no, this time, alright, I swear, that thing belongs to me. The dates that Mr. Windybang is holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about all this. Okay. I have to examine it. Miss the Straits this. Wait. I think Can I still examine things? Yep. Must go to work now. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thank you! Thank you for coming. Bye-bye. Look at Mr. Windybank watching diligently over his shop. There are still so many things I'm curious about. I don't believe this is a time for browsing, Mr. Naruto. We should probably see whether that argument's been resolved yet, I suppose. Okay, fine. Mr. Straightsticks. Mr. Winterbank, what exactly is this metal disc that Mr. Straight has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface. Ah, this is a music disc, you see. For use inside a music box. In the music box? What? You don't even know what a music box is? Just you isn't lot into savvy, eh? I know what a music box is. I've just never seen one of these discs before. The small protrusions on the metal disc encode the tune to be played by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going and beautiful music plays. It's so incredible. Tell us, what tune is on this disc? What tune is on this disc? Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music boxes, you see, British made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for. I see. And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this, even if young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny. That's a bucket of lies. He told me he did. He said it was, well... He? Who? Never you mind. It just ain't right, that's all. This is worth good money, I know it is. Well then, you'll have to try your luck at other pawnbrokers, won't you? Ah! Gina Illustrated. She's been in before, of course, this little tatterdemalion. I see. And brought some dubious article or other with her every single time, I might add. Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me. So, is there something dubious about the disc you brought in today? Well, if only it were that simple. Sorry? What do you mean? What she actually brought in was a storage ticket. Storage ticket, so Mr. Shade had actually come to redeem an article for you today, is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff what needs storing. Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight. But as she gave me the ticket for it and repaid both the loan and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her. But what was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Windybank. The little scam is wearing it, ma'am. It is the overcoat that she redeemed. Oh. What? What's wrong with that? It fades, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. So what about the disc then? How does it come into all this? The disc is something else. A new article to pawn if the girl I can agree. If the girl and I can agree a price. New article to pawn. I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Restraint brought in a storage ticket today. It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and a money owed on it, as you say. For this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care as I understood it. That's right, yes. And rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went riffling through the pockets. Oh, you mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at the lady? Ah, I see. So it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it? If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly. And she immediately tried to pawn it. For quite a high price as well. That is all rather suspicious, I think. Give it up! I'm just trying to pawn some like anyone else would. Mr. Stray, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me. It doesn't really appear to be your size. The old man! It's the old man's, ain't it? Is it, Miss Lestrade? Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious. Out of my way, please! Ooh. What's this picture postcard English gentleman? Good day to you, ladies, gentlemen. What's your problem, eh? There's no problem as long as you remove yourself out of a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. If you think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line. Well, you're an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Hey, who are you? How'd you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy even to remember the faces of your victims, it seems. What? You mean from you? Broker! Oh, yes, sir! I believe this guilty pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you. Yes, the article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Oh my! Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say, any music box disc too. No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's me old man's, or it was, now it's mine. Okay. Goodness, Mr. Naruhodo. Wow. This is a very awkward situation. Yes. Awkward indeed. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the theory of the story in a little more detail. Okay, before we do that, nature calls again. I'm gonna have to run, and I'll be right back, okay? And I'll be right back. Let me... Sorry, I'll be right back. I'm back! Sorry everyone. I don't know what I ate is it what I ate this morning? I don't think so. I only ate bagels. What could have been so wrong with bagels, right? Okay. So we had to converse, I think. The gentleman's accusation. Misrestraint is what the gentleman is saying. What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on my life. I ain't never laid eyes on that dandy before. I hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought in here just now. No, I swear it. I swear to God. Well, you're so sus. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the streets, minding my own business, when this little guttling drag ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Yet again? Oh yes, as you can see, I'm a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time that I've been targeted by these back slum scoundrel. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. Yeah. Come along now, Mr. Strayed. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police. Hold on, why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy cove and you think I'm the dodgy one? I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. Oh, poor her. But she's a pickpocket. Well, what about evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. You what? Sorry, I'm like having candies. Evidence. Evidence that the article Mr. Strayed redeemed actually belongs to a gentleman. Of course, we need only consult Mr. Windybank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant! I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Oh! I never ask customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well, now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. Yes, I see. But then, how can you know it's an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, Might I trouble you for your watchword associated with the article in watchword in question? Of course it's Professor. Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. This gentleman is a rightful owner of the article without doubt. A watchword. Interesting. It's like a secret word, I guess. Watchwords. So, about these watchwords, Mr. Windybank. As I just explained, I never ask customers' name when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why certain customers would like to keep their activities secret. That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Shomsound, was it? Great detectives have no dark secrets. Not at all. Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. Then someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if that someone tells you the correct watchword will return the article. That's right, sir. Yes, just as soon as the requisite fee is paid. And I have supplied you with the information you required already. But for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat deposited 2 months ago on 15 February. With a watchword of Professor. All perfectly correct information, sir. But how? Really, this is beyond a joke. There is no further room for doubt. Ugh. Aw, Gina. Can we believe you? Hello! Good morning! Good morning. Oh, good night? Okay, good night. I hope you have a good... Wait. I think I have a long-sighted... My eyes are long-sighted. Because... Well... Good night! I hope you have a good night. Don't forget to dream of me. Okay, what should I do? Can I move somewhere? But I don't think I have anything to climb first. Oh, I have him. Totally forgot about him. Picture postcard gentleman. Excuse me, but who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you're not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes, we're from the Empire Japan. We're studying here. Oh, yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. What the? Its inhabitants live on some fiery brown-colored soup dressed up with exotic spices. You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that theoretical gesticulation about? Perhaps, anyway, if you're a gentleman, sir. You offer your own name first before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes, I'm Runosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. My name is Susato Mikotoba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. I see. My name is Benedict. Yes, Edgar Benedict. Enchanted. He's so refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks. But that name is suspicious as heck. Now, to the matter at hand. What the heck? My overcoat! Return it at once to someone with the style to carry it off. Every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him. Same, he's so cringe. So, let that be an end to the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Edgar Benedict, sir. Okay. I hated his moves so much. With such reasonable rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. This is why I hate grown-ups. Just because I'm a diver, everyone thinks it makes me a liar. And the contents of the code pockets, if you please, broker. Wait. But of course, sir, here's a disc for you. Just this one? Pardon, sir. Sorry, my friend texted me about work, so I have to reply. I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another disc. Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that what was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So guttural. You're hiding one of what's rightfully mine, are you? Seizule? I don't know nothing about it. Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute. That disc is mine. What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal. Oh my! Yes, there's blood on the disc. It's because of those sharp little bumps. The man's must have scratched his finger on it. It family furs, all right. I mean, it belonged to me, old man. So you're not having it, or you take it. Me? If I hang on to it, they have it of me again. So you have. Oh my God, her accent is so hard. Mr. Straight Eye. Why is this so important? The music box disc has been entered. Ooh. A mental disc used to play music in mechanical music box. A piece of music which remains unidentified is stored on the disc by means of small protrusions. You there, in the black livery. Wait, let me see. Look at all the little bumps on the disc. They're so tiny. Yes, the protrusions are called pins, and they plug the teeth of the comb to make notes. And just on the edge, there's a small amount of blood. Yes, the blood of the mysterious Mr. Egg Benedict. When Miss Lestrade tried to grab the disc from him, the pin scratched his fingers, it seems. Like when you are grating some daikon radish and accidentally touch your finger. Ouch, just thinking about it hurts and puts me off eating radish. Ooh. For McGilded? Oh, there's a little scrap of paper stuck onto the reverse side of the disc, look. And a scribbled word or two. It looks like somebody's name. For McGilded. McGilded? It could be. But it is, Mr. Naruhodo. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live. But why? Why's his name on this? Oh, okay. For McGilded. You there in the black livery, hand that disc to me at once, please. No, don't! He's lying, grows up all liars. Ugh, what do I do now? How am I going to resolve this? Look at those piercing eyes. He's clearly in no mood to talk. We have to do something quickly before this mysterious gentleman leaves to fetch a police or something. Gina Lestrade. Wow, Mrs. Lestrade is really looking daggers at that mysterious gentleman. We need to do something to calm things down before he loses control and attacks him again. Okay. Help me here. Mr. Winterbank is clearly at a loss here. We have to do something about this before he reaches for that revolver of his. Okay. Come on. Mr. Sholmes, what are you examining with such keen interest here? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, let's see. What? So, you found me at last, Mr. Naruto. Sorry? After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows, cruelly ostracized as a residue partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall has done to me. What the heck? So, feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Whilst, as you shrewdly observe, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel. Pray, do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruto? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then, why on earth did you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know. Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. You really were sad, weren't you? Poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you. It would seem that my inferences are correct. Oh, surely you're not about to tell us that you've solved the entire case once again? My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, were my genius for deduction to be commoditized? How much could I pawn it for? It seems Mr. Sholmes had another of his flashes of inspiration. But who knows if it will help to resolve the situation between Mr. Lestrade and mysterious gentleman. What's the right thing to do here? Listen to the deduction. Of course. Why wouldn't we? Well, Mr. Lestrade, it would appear you find yourself in some of predicament. Gee, where the blue blazes have you been, man? Pardon? When a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be here to help. Straight away, not an hour later! Harch. And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Edgar Benedict, you have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosity about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. Beg your pardon? The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbroker today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. Considerable crime is in contemplation, one you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? How? He is turned as white as a hard-boiled egg. It would seem that once again Mr. Sholmes had made a flawless deduction. I doubt it. Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Herlock Sholmes, logic and reasoning spectacular. Okay, let's go. Topic 1. Mystery Man's Aim. First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbroker today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you in the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is a staff recruitment flyer. The piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Yet even most unobservant will soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employ. In other words, there's some ulterior motive for your actions. AG? The cane, which you unwittingly clutch to your person, exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot! I've had this cane for years. The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing furry. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal furry to protect the wooden tip. And yet, detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of the stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there's only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rot you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. What? From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What walking cane demands such a stout handle, mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod. What? It's a broken handle of a shovel. What? Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. What the heck? To tunnel underneath the pawnbrokery? What the heck? Great crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the plan. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pond brokery with a broken shovel? What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there? Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose? Save for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there is ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and calmly dig beneath his floor. The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs under the bank on the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway. That flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite. What are you? In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels. Master plan? Which brings us at last to the final chapter to this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard of a great exhibition? I'm afraid you have quite lost me. Currently in the final stages of preparation, the great exhibition will soon be underway, and the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of this room. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime you've been contemplating is the theft of that which sits in the vault of that bank, the special reverse funds for the great exhibition. Of course, that is top secret elite information, so keep it under your hat, please. Jones? Are you freaking kidding me? Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this pawnbroking puzzle. Oh my god, really? Mr. Sholmes? Well, Mr. Naruto, an impressively upbeat deduction for a detective racked with loneliness, would you not agree? Was it true that you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vault? I need my chapstick. My lips are so dry, it's chapped. I hate it. Indeed, though few know of its existence, it is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence. But you just announce it to everyone here, rather loudly in fact. Ah. And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it? There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly it is because the man is a criminal. But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you said, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you've revealed the secret. Oh! Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Winterman will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all. Oh my life, I sure am not so unscrupulous. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost care. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets will disclose them, and once the word is out, it's out. Perhaps I think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Jones. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo. An excellent idea. Ha 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 ha! Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yes, let's listen to that great deduction again and see if we can massage it into shape. Okay, very well then. Let us start once more from the beginning. Of Sherlock Holmes' magnificent logic and reasoning spectacular. Oh my god. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Holmes. You claim to follow this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand, yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer. So, by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor. Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his motives lie elsewhere. The question is, where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at the particular point in time? Oh, look at all the scribbled notes on the back of the flyer here. I don't believe it. What is it? Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrade, height 5'2", green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grumpy white shirt, blue satchel. It's a detailed description of Mrs. Straight. Goodness! There's even a sketch of her, hat and all. Although if he showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher at his face for sure. And look, the details of his shop has been written down here too. Winnie Bank's Pawnbrokery, Baker Street, redemption deadline. Redemption deadline, 15 April. Which is today's date. Why did Mr. Benedict have all that information scrawled on the back of the piece of paper? Okay.
Take that!
Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the info about Mr. Shade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket, Mr. Shade, and to Mr. Windybank's pawnbrokery. Ah! You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Mr. Strayed stole the redemption ticket for you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Windybank's pawnbrokery, and today the redemption deadline of that overcoat. So, you waited outside for the young girl, matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Mr. Street. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your action. The cane, which you unwittingly clutch to your person, exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot! I've had this cane for years. The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing furriel. What's a furryu? It's a metal cap commonly found on the end of the cane, Mr. Naruto. Ah, the bit that makes the nice clacking sound on the pavement? Yes, exactly, and Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on this cane. But it doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't. Though the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious. In other words, there's some secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know. It's the AG. Look here, Miss Susato. There are some letters on the handle. Ah, yes, those must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with first letters of their names. So Herlock Sholmes should be HS, you mean. That's right. And the initials to this cane, obviously. Oh, AG? Why does it feel as though that's not quite right?
Take that!
The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the initial. A most astute observation, would you say, Mr. Edgar Benedict? We're led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. Yet in a most possessive manner, you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. An incontrovertible contradiction, indeed, would you not agree? No, you're wrong. This cane isn't... You said before that you had you'd had that cane for years. So don't try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in a park. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer in the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rot you bear? Yes, reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is a key to understanding blah blah blah. I didn't finish it. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happened here. This Mr. Straight redeemed a fine-looking overcoat. And now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name, and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him. But we know that he actually identified Mr. Straight from a written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us is untrue. So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. It won't fit though. Yeah, split seam. Oh, the seam on the shoulder, there is coming apart, look. So it is. Do you know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said, I thought I heard him make a rather strange noise. It sounded a bit like a tiny rock. But now I think it was probably the sound of the seam ripping open. If you look closely, it does seem to be a very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched to bursting, and he wouldn't have a hope of fastening it at the front. If he were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart. That I'd like to see. Sorry? So how can we make Mr. Benedict run around? She's really given this some thought.
Take that!
The split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. Ah! Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you boldly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. Ah! This catalog of untruths has all been for one very specific purpose. To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Windybank. Ah! Oh my god, the seam. But what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. To absent with a redeemed item. Okay, soft. How did... Oh well. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, design a wheeze to fill some tawdry article of pottage? Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in a proper manner using the watchword? Had I not been the one to deposit in the first place, how could I possibly have known the relevant details? I don't know. It's French. Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword related to the property of another. The method is revealed by the council notice on account of which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think. Yes, no more talk of tunneling into the sewers, which is a pity because it all sounded rather exciting. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Windybank would never allow you to redeem the article. Or, looking at it another way, if you did know that word, Mr. Windybank would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found the watchword out somehow? Well, let's see. Is it the revolver? This is Mr. Windybank's gun. Yes, loaded with only one bullet, he said. It would appear that being a pawnbroker is a very life or death profession. That might just be this particular establishment. No, I think it's this one. No, not the council notice. Old lamb. Notelet. Look at this, Mr. Sato. It appears to be a memo that Mr. Windybank has scribbled to himself. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, Professor! Mr. Windybank must make a note of the watchwords his customers give him right before their eyes. And in alarmingly clear script as well. Oh dear, I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see?
Take that!
The method is revealed by the note lit on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whenever a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on a notelet he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question. I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about? It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Mr. Strange. In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Winterberg. Then the diligent broker make a note of the watchword as is his common practice. You observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger. And that, sir, was a master plan you devised to seal the pawned article from the young Mr. Strange. Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lure scheme. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music box is. But naturally, you had very good reason to make them yours, indeed, Mr. Benedict. I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, the picture postcard. The articles we're talking about are the overcoat and the music box sticks that was in one of the pockets. Which, according to Mr. Winterbank, isn't even worth a penny. And yet this man went to such lengths to seal them. Why? I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruto. Could we? Really? I better have a thorough look through all the evidence we have collected so far. Well... okay. For McGilded, the surname of the man whose innocence you secured in the trial 2 months ago, Mr. Naruto. Yes, a trial I'll never forget. Not least because of the tragic accident that followed it in which McGilded was killed. But why would his name be on this music box disc? I'm afraid I have absolutely no idea, but one thing seems certain. This surely cannot be a simple coincidence.
Take that!
Present. Okay. I present this. You see, this music box disc tells us all we need to know. What's that on the back? It reads, for McGilded. Mr. Magnus McGilded, the unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, though his lone margarine demonstrated a distinct lack of scruples. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Mr. McGilded was a man of unusually small stature. In fact, he was precisely the right size for that overcoat that you've squeezed yourself into. You're true that it remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Edgar Benedict, but the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGilded. Okay. go. Okay, deduction complete. Elementary. Well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expected to hear in these circumstances. Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind. Pray tell, Miss Usato. Well, according to what Mr. Windybank told us earlier, today was the final day on which a code could have been redeemed, was it not? Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited. Well, today is 15th April, so 2 months ago today. Would have been 15th February, sir. That's right. It's all carefully recorded in my ledger. Deposited at 10:30 p.m., I see. What? But that suggests... Yes, 15th February is precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place. At 10:30 in the evening is precisely the time at which a terrible events were unfolding. Suggestive is not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. You are of course at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose, however. Oh, I must insist you hand over the music box sticks now. It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. What do? Absolutely not. There are some things a man must protect at all costs. This may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not. Mr. Winterbank, this is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life. Mr. Winterbank, no! Alright, that's enough. Nice. Inspector Gregson! Inspector? That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. Now, what's all this about, eh? Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment. It would seem you have the upper hand. Of course. Right, you lot have got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy. Petty? Mr. Winterbank very nearly met with his end. Yeah, by his own gun as far as I can tell. Oh dear. And the whole Britain could meet with its end if I don't get to the bottom of this case I'm supposed to be working on. What? What on earth is the case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station. But of course, Inspector. He's getting away! Get after him, lads! Whistle the beat officer too, sir! There's been a spate of thefts at pawn shops around here recently, so we have fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble. Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. Now then, Mr. Permanently in Mourning. Oh, yes. I'll be taking that, whatever it is, of McGilda's down to the yard. Thank you very much. So hand it over. Oh, yes, of course. No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is. Mine. I'm sorry, miss, but anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now. As evidence? If the police demand some as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. And so we handed Mr. McGilded's disc over to Inspector Gregson, and we were summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the street. To be continued. Should we continue it? I mean, it's 10:30. Should we? It's been 2 hours and a half. Yeah, I'm gonna save. I think I'm gonna stop at this. We started at 8, right? 8, 9, 10. So it's 2 hour. Yeah, it's 2 hours and a half. It should be good. So we're continuing this next time. It should be Friday? Probably, because I'll be off from Sunday to Monday to Wednesday, I think. Yeah, to Wednesday. I'll be off from Sunday to Wednesday, and then I'll be back on Thursday, and I'll be continuing this on that particular day. So yeah, thank you so much. We'll be continuing this. I really want to know what's gonna go down in the story, you know, because McGilded has come back. Well, not in the flesh, but in spirits, I see. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I'm going to rate somebody. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been 2 hours and a half, so it should be good. A lot of people playing it. Okay, I'm gonna rate somebody else today. I don't know her, but she is playing the same game as me, so she is definitely the coolest one. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Kinarioka! Over and out. Mwah.